This is Diksha Pujari and I'll be presenting the pen test report for CNS Lab 5. So initially we'll be doing an Nmap scan to identify all the hosts that are connected on a particular subnet. So let's start with an Nmap and we'll specify the subnet IP. So it's 192.168.1.0. So this Nmap scan will give us a list of all the hosts that are present on this particular subnet. Yeah. So as you can see, a complete list. We have got a complete list over here. So as you can see, this IP, yeah. So this host 192.168.1.2, this is our victim that we need to scan. So we'll do a specifically an nmap for this host that is 192.168.1.2 so that we get a list of all the open ports using which we will be exploiting these ports and thus getting root access into the victim machine. So let's do a nmap on the particular victim IP. So here we got a list of all the ports that are open on the victim and we can which we'll use to advantage to exploit it. So first attack. So let's begin with the first attack. That is a R login attack. We'll do a R login -l root and specify the victim IP. So initially our ports 512, 513, 514. These are the ports for the open login exec and shell command, and we are actually exploiting these ports. Means these ports can be misconfigured in order to get the remote access into the victim machine, and that's what we just did using our login command. So now so now this is the second attack, but this is the NFS file system attack. Initially we did an RPC info and a show mount in order to get the information regarding the victim, and now we'll generate a key using an SSH key gen. And then once we generate a SSH key, what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a directory, a temp root directory. We'll be mounting the NFS exports and we will add our key to the root user account's authorized key file. So that's just a typing mistake. Yeah. So we'll actually we'll be mounting it on a yeah. So we are mounting the victim directory over here, the NFS directory, in order to get access in order to store the authorized keys file, so that we can change the authorized keys file and store our key in that file. Yeah, so what I realized is the RPC bind had not started on my um, machine, so I started that, and now again I did a mount command and it is successfully executed. So now I'll do a so I'll just copy the key that is just generated into the authorized keys file and just and then unmount it again. and this command should be successfully executed. And it is. So now what we'll be doing is we'll do an SSH root at the rate the victim's IP after unmounting it. After unmounting directory, the root directory, will do an SSH victim's IP, and this should give us the root access, the metasploitable root access into the victim's machine. And yes, and here we go. So I've got root access into the victim's virtual machine using the NFS file system export that I just did. So now we'll be using a telnet command in order to get. We'll be using the 1524 IP, and we'll be exploiting that. We'll be listening on that port, and in order to gain the root access to the victim. So it's like the ingress log backdoor is listening on the port 1524. So it's basically it adds a backdoor to the server. So the command is easy, just write telnet the IP and 1524, and that's it. We got root access into the victim. So this command has been successfully executed, and that's it.